Gamer here, and today we're gonna talk about 5 things that could save Destiny 2 in Forsaken. And yeah, so I'm joined by Elite Player here today. He was in yesterday's video. Elite Gaming, yeah. He was in yesterday's video, which is technically today when I posted it, but you'll see this tomorrow. So anyway, I'm gonna let him do his intro, and then we're gonna get over onto this live gameplay commentary.
What is up, YouTube? It's Elite back here with another video, and in this video we will be going in the top 5 reasons why Forsaken will either save Destiny or break it. But we're just gonna get into the reasons why it will save it, really, since you know that's the part the fans care about. They don't want their favorite game to be destroyed. At least I don't think so. Maybe you do, Caleb. But Caleb, do you want to get in the first reason? Actually, I'll go ahead and say it. And my first reason, it would be at number 1, but it's at number 5 just because we don't know that much about it. And it's called the Dreaming City, the new map that we just learned about. Caleb, do you want to take it off from there? You know more about me.
Yeah, it's so they said it's gonna be and the Dreaming City is where the Exos came from, so that's really cool in my opinion, at least, that they're kind of going into the backstory, and I guess it makes sense with Cade and you know, him dying, but I think yeah, if you didn't know that, then sorry, but like, who doesn't at this point?
True fan if you didn't. Oh my gosh.
So anyway, yeah, so I think it's cool how they're kind of bringing us back to there since he's dying, but they said it's gonna change with, or like, because of the thing raid teams are doing. I mean, how many, like, thousands of millions of raid teams there are in the world? Like, I mean, there's at least, you know, a couple hundred raid teams going at a time. And so for things raiders do to change it, and it's for everyone. Like, you don't have to do a raid for your Dreaming City to look different. It's for everyone. So I'm not sure how it's gonna change. If it'll just change like the first time, you know, the first 5, you know, raids that ever get done, it's gonna change those 5 times, or if it's gonna keep changing over and over again. Dude, why can't I move my
power weapon? But with that said, I'm gonna get into the next point, and that is going
Can I please?
to be
Okay, thank
the story. Now, the story, that's very, very important, and Destiny 2 did a really good job of it at the beginning, but then in the past DLCs they did a pretty bad job. I mean, Osiris, I didn't really play Osiris, but I played the second DLC, and I didn't like it that much. Well, did you like Osiris?
It was okay. I mean, not really, to be honest. I want 10 kill streak. Anyway, but I mean, Osiris was really short-lived.
So you go.
I was just saying, it's really short-lived. It was a really short DLC.
Did I just kill myself? But, oh, yeah, I just did. Okay, but what were you saying?
It was just a really short DLC, that's that.
Yeah, but, well, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so, with the story, I think they're gonna try and go back to the roots of Destiny and, you know, not try and make it bad, you know, like the first stories were, because you killed Crota and he showed up, or Oryx, I mean, you killed Oryx in the story and he appears back up in the raid, but no, honestly, I think they're gonna try and make a good core villain and story like they did with Gaul, and I hope they'll be able to do that, unlike what happened with some of their other villains, such as Atheon, which was just there. Do you have anything else to say about the story?
Yeah, I think I think they will, like, split it up, but the main villain is obviously you know, what's his name? Aldrin, or Aldrin, whatever his name. Yeah.
The Queen's sister.
It's gonna be interesting because he's, you know, a human or awoken, whatever. He's not, you know, a big monster with 5 million health. He's a little awoken with, you know, 200, just like us Guardians. So it's gonna be really interesting.
I feel like he's gonna get the light, sort of like Gaul did.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not after it. Like, he's not after, you know, the Traveler. He's not after the power.
Well, what is he
he's
even after?
revenge, because we kind of brought orcs to the solar system. So.
Yeah, that's true. But it's their fault for trying to fight him.
Yeah, it was their fault, pretty much. But,
Ah, dang. But, yeah, with that said now, y'all might be bad about number 3, but I'm just gonna put it in here anyways. And that's the death of Cade. I know it sort of already goes with story, but I'm not just talking about the death of Cade. I'm talking about what the community reacts, how it's affecting Destiny as a whole. I mean, just the day, or actually like 20 minutes ago in GameStop, I was pre-ordering Forsaken and getting the controller, and well, the trailer for Destiny 2 Forsaken came on, and I just saw some dude who must have been a caveman because he didn't see the trailer before. He just went, oh, he gasped. He was worried. He said, dang, I didn't know Cade died. And he just seemed very surprised, and I'm glad. And I feel like he's going to play the game once again, because if, you know, he didn't know Cade died, then he probably has been playing the game much. So I think that a lot of fans are going to come back just because of the death of Cade. What do you have to say?
yeah, I think it's gonna be a darker turn to the story. Definitely. Like, you don't just like kill off the main guy and it'd be a happy, joyful time. It's gonna be kind of a darker side of things. Bring back kind of an Eris Morn, who I would compare it to in the storyline of Destiny. An Eris Morn type of feeling. Every time you go around her, it's kind of eerie and I don't know, just get bad vibes. It's not gonna be, you know, happy times, you know, Queen, the Queen, you know, kind of. Well, she really wasn't that happy, but like, you get my point. It's not gonna be all great times with his death. They're gonna have to go back to the creepier, darker side of Destiny, and I think that's gonna make the story as a whole a lot better because, you know, the lore, a lot of the lore, if you paid attention to it, it's not the happiest. It's kind of dark with all the twists and turns that happen. The Hive, and so I think it's gonna be really interesting to see what they do with that, and I hope they like I said, I don't really know what they're gonna do with Aldrin yet, because I think they're, you know, kind of gonna protect him with as many Fallen as they can, or whatever those things are called. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. I just think they need to make it right with Cade, and not make it a happy time, fun story. They need to make it fun, just not happy
sort
time.
of like how Destiny 2 at the very beginning of the story, where it was very depressing. You lost your light, you lost everything. And then at the end it got really cheerful again. You know, you're just playing a game, which I love the story personally. I thought it was, whenever I beat the story mode, I actually felt something, not just playing a game. But I think it'll be good. But now, at number 2,
I actually did good that game.
But at number 2, I was gonna make this number 1, but at number 2 I decided to make it Gambit. Now I love PvE, and what Gambit really reminds me of is Prison of Elders. This is sort of taking a spot for Prison of Elders, even though, you know, it's sort of completely different. But except for the PvE aspect, that's almost the same. But then you also have the PvP aspect, which I think is really a cool touch. What do you have to say about Gambit?
I think it's gonna bring a lot of the community together, because there's a lot of trials, you know, try hard sweats, but then there's the raid teams that, you know, clear, you know, Prestige Leviathan in 30 minutes, and, you know, just dominate. Now I don't even think I've completed Prestige Leviathan, but yeah, like it's gonna be a really cool cool battle to see the best PvE players versus the best PvP players, and I think just with that side of it, it's going to be really interesting, really interesting to see some of the outcomes. 'Cause, I mean, you have like Hush and Cooch, Cruiser, and I don't even know who's another player. Sir Demetrius. If those four, they're all PvP gods. But then you go over to like Dado and his raid team. That would be a very interesting battle in Gambit. So I don't know. It's gonna make the best of both worlds shine, I think.
Yes, and speaking of the best of both worlds, or best of each gun class, I guess you could say, at number 1 we have the weapon system. They're changing it, and it's gonna be way better than this one, because granted, this weapon system right here, it's terrible. I mean, I hate it.
Just promotes
Snipers
team shooting
and
so
shotguns
much.
should be there, but I don't like it. But Caleb knows way more about the weapon system. He's done every single detail about it. And what's going to be your main setup on the raid? I'll ask you that question.
The raid is probably going to be, maybe an auto rifle, something high ammo, because they said they're going to balance it with ammo. So you might not necessarily want to run around, with a primary sidearm. They can't carry much ammo, and then if you have, a sniper sidearm and a rocket launcher, you're gonna have almost no ammo. You're gonna be struggling. So my raid setup is gonna be something like a pulse, an auto rifle, something that can hold a lot of ammo, in the reserves. A sniper, definitely. A sniper never hurts in the raid.
I definitely have that in my secondary spot.
And then a rocket launcher or sleeper.
Yeah, rocket launcher.
I think for sure.
Or the bow and arrows. Hey, what class are the bow and arrows gonna be in?
I think they're gonna be in the primary and secondary, but I'm not completely sure on that. But from what I've heard, primary and secondary.
But that doesn't even matter now, except for ammo wise. But
yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
And
Caleb?
the burn, I guess.
Hey, dude, right here, whole squad actually.
Wait, which direction? Oh yeah, okay.
Yes.
Wait, which way? Oh wait.
Okay, that's a little on the stinky side, but okay.
Dude, what? Okay, dude. Screw off. Anyway, sorry, we kind of got a little carried away there, but anyway.
I totally forgot about the video, but my regular setup, I'll definitely have the pulse or auto in there, shotgun or sniper. I love shotgun snipers, but I'm really gonna try a new bow, because I love bows. I love Green Arrow. He's a really cool superhero, in my opinion.
I think.
So.
I think bow and arrows are gonna have like. I can't really. Oh my, that was a nasty drag scope. That was awful. Anyway, I can't really tell. Keep getting sidetracked. Can't really tell what they're gonna like. How much ammo, stuff like that, balancing for them. Because I feel like they're gonna do quite a bit of damage. Maybe not as much as a sniper or something. But I feel like it's gonna be a good enough damage type to where they're an option. You're not just bow and arrow and then delete that now. It's something.
Yeah.
Oh, bow and arrow. Yes, let's go. Finally. It's it's gonna be interesting because they've confirmed that it's a one mag. Obviously it's a bow and arrow, not arrows.
Oh my. Yeah, it's a one mag.
So I think with that they're gonna have to balance it pretty weird, because why have a one shot with a bow and arrow when you can have 10 shots with a sniper rifle and do more damage?
Some videos and they were reckoning with the bow and arrow. I'll give them that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not gonna be bad. I just don't think it's gonna. It might not compete with a sniper rifle. Is all I'm saying.
It's either gonna be really bad at launch and they're gonna have to nerf it, or it's gonna be really good at launch and they're gonna have to, or really bad at launch and they're gonna have to buff it. Yeah, that's sorry.
Or really good and have to. nerf
Yes.
it. I think
Yeah, definitely.
I think they'll make it a little too good, if anything, because they're not gonna bring out a new weapon system or type and make it bad. That should have been a headshot. Anyway, yeah, I don't know exactly what obviously I don't know exactly what they're gonna do, or I would tell y'all guys, but it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be a lot better of a game, I think, personally. They can't really hurt the game right now unless the weapon system works even worse than it already did, which I'm not sure how that's gonna be possible, to be honest. It's like really broken right now. And one big thing with the weapon system, in my opinion at least, PvP, if you've played it in the last 3 years or 3 months, I mean, it's just filled with team shooting. Team shooting, team shooting, team shooting, team shooting. It's really bad. Since launch, I mean, it's been that way. Trials is just holding hands, picking flowers, and everyone shoots someone once and they die. It's just crazy. So I think what they're gonna have to do, or what it's gonna do, I think, is really tone that down, because you're not gonna stick together if someone has a shotgun, and they can just turn the corner and melt all 4 of you. It's gonna bring hero moments back to the game, which is really needed.
Good job, Joe.
Really needed. It's gonna make it to where you make a play not just once a game with your heavy, but like regularly, because you're gonna have heavy, or not heavy, shotgun ammo pretty much all the time. The one thing I think they could really screw up with, and I'm really hoping they don't do, if anyone played D1 at the later stage of it, when you died you lost all your special ammo. And I think
I hated that.
if they do that, I think it's gonna just destroy the game. If they do that, I think it'll ruin the game. Because if you bring heavy and special back, or not heavy and special back, if snipers and shotguns back, like a regular gun, and then you nerf their ammo like that, it's done. I mean, you can't. Why equip it in your secondary?
Exactly. I mean, snipers are very fan favorite in almost any game they're in, and Destiny's no exception. And I want to snipe some dudes, do some trick shots, and it's hard to make a trick shot montage if
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on a montage right now, and I have like 6 months worth of gameplay, and it boils. I'm trying to make it pretty much snipers only, or just really, really cool plays. But it's really hard to make it if there's, a minute and a half of total gameplay, just, in 3 months worth of stuff, or 6 months worth of stuff, to be honest. It's just really kind of honestly depressing, because I was looking, and I did delete a lot of my clips, and I haven't saved all of them or anything. But it's just harder and harder to make good plays, good clips, and stuff. Like, ask any YouTuber, if you have a chance to talk to them, which game it's easier to make montages in. I mean, they'll guarantee say you're one of Destiny 1. I have no doubt in my mind. Just say, what time and what game, Destiny 1 or Destiny 2, was the easiest to make montages. And I mean, I'm guaranteeing you, they'll say you're one of Destiny 1, or any time, you got special and didn't lose it when you on death.
Oh yeah. Destiny 1 had a much better crucible, at least in the earlier years. Well, mid-years, I should say. Taken King really changed everything.
Yeah.
I'm a vanilla Destiny player, though. Like I said, I've been playing since the first DLC came out, and I wasn't gonna get the Destiny thing PS4, but I didn't know what it was at the time. But this video's been too long by itself, and I think we're gonna end it on that note. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, smash that like button. Elite Gaming's out.
Yeah. Alright guys, I will see y'all guys later. It's been real. I really enjoyed making this video. I honestly realized some things I didn't before, think about in doing this, and I just can't wait to see where the outcome is. See if we're right, looking back on this after Forsaken time, see if we're right on the topics we mentioned. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe if you would like to see more content from me, and yeah, I'll see y'all guys later. Peace out.